Brady Singer of the Kansas City Royals joining us on FT Live. Brady, how you doing, man?
Hey, good, guys. How are y'all?
Good, dude. Great watching you last night, put things together. So we're going to start on the superstitious side, okay?
Mm.
Did you hear or sense in your brain a text message from one of our interns in our group knowing that you were going to come on today being like, guys, look what Brady's doing? Did you feel that, hear that?
No. He said
that
Brady has
affected
a
your
no-hitter. He said he has a no-hitter in the text group.
I understand.
Not like you see what he's doing. He has a no-hitter going. And then the next fucking pitch. Bing!
I just want to know if you heard
I'll blame him. Yeah, I'm definitely into the superstitious jinx stuff like that. So if that's what happened, that was my.
Do you believe in it at all, though? Because my thing is, hey, I used to hear that all the time. If I called a game, I'm like, what do you want me to do? Not say what's going on? I don't believe in it at all. Because also, Brady, like, let's say I'm broadcasting for the Royals, and I'm like, guys, Brady Singer on a roll, something special, whatever, but I won't say it. Then the other broadcast says it. Somebody just did it right and somebody did it wrong. Like, you could say the same thing.
Yeah, I feel like you definitely can't jinx it. I feel like the best way, like you said, something special going on or something like that. I feel like you just can't say the no-hitter part. I'm very superstitious. I kind of wear the same everything when I pitch. I do the same routine, every time I pitch too. So I'm huge into superstition. So if that's what caused it, that's why.
Well, did Salvi say anything to you? Kratz will have to say it in Salvi's voice, but did Salvi go up to you and say, "Oh, you gotta do it, Kratz"?
No, he didn't. He didn't do anything like that. Everybody was kind of starting to act, a little weird in the dugout, so I could kind of sense what was going on.
I want to know what Salvi said after you gave up the hit. Did he come out and say, "Hey, Brady, good job getting the hit because, I have a home run already today. You see how much power I have to center field?" What did he say after you gave up that hit?
I mean, he did hit that ball in dead center, and you guys know Kaufman. Dead center, Kaufman's a deep part of the field. But no, he just told me to, stay locked in and, obviously get the next guy. He does a, great job in those situations.
How would you rate Kratz's Salvi impression? He's been running it all year. We've been encouraging it.
That was pretty good. Deep voice. That was about right.
And he played with him, so he's got it. He was studying, especially because he was right. You watched him. He didn't let you play, did he?
No, he didn't let me play. He actually came up to me in spring. We took our first plays against the Tigers on August 31st, and he goes, "Hey, I got the next 25 games. Okay, I'll be fine." And I literally didn't get an at bat until I faced Verlander. We were losing like 10-0. I faced Verlander, and the first pitch he throws me was a changeup in like the 7th inning, and my first at bat in 20 days.
He will play through anything. I mean, he's one of the toughest guys I've ever played with. He'll play through any injury, anything nagging him. I mean, I'm pretty sure he does it every game. Something else is hurting on him, but he'll play through anything. So I got to give him that.
Who says that, by the way? I've got the next 25 games. Not like, I've got the next few. I'm feeling good. The next 25 games.
I would have loved to have been able to say that and get away with it.
What do you
Yadi Molina did it.
Right.
Yadi Molina would tell the organization, "You don't even need another catcher because I'm playing." And they'd be like, "Okay, Yadi, whatever you want."
Mm-hmm. Well, Salvi's much the same way, though. All right, so other questions for you about yesterday, because it was actually an incredibly entertaining ball game. I know the boys gave up the lead at one point and then got it back. So what was more incredible and rare? Bobby Witt's inside the park homer in 14 seconds or a walk-off bunt?
I mean, you probably got to go with the inside the park home run. I mean, that's just another night of Bobby doing something incredible. He's so much fun to watch and, brings excitement every night. But last night, as soon as the guy missed the ball, I was watching, downstairs underneath the dugout and watching him run around the bases. As soon as he missed the ball, I was like, there's an absolute chance he's going to make it. And I know he's going to try. You could just see him flying around the bases. And like I said, it's another night of Bobby doing something special.
Hold on. First of all, Brady, I got to ask you this. That's not inside. For me, that wasn't inside the park. There was like 3 errors on that play.
Yeah, but everything's a hit now.
Dude, the freaking right fielder missed it. It hit his glove, and then he falls down. And then the center fielder goes over and he picked the ball up and dropped it. I mean, listen, I'm happy. Listen, happy for Bobby Witt, but I mean, come on, like there's like 3 errors on that play.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you there.
But it went down. But it went down as a homer in the. So okay, so if you're the pitcher.
Yeah.
If you're pitching and you're
I want an
they
error.
you're calling, right? You're like, dude, that's an earned run.
You can dispute it.
Definitely
Yeah.
want an error, but Bobby's on my team, so I want the inside the Parker.
Exactly. No, that's a thing though. It's been covered a lot this year that they're giving more benefit to the hitters on scoring decisions. So your pitching fraternity is a little bit pissed, Brady. Because have you noticed at all? Sometimes you look up and you're like, "Oh man, there's an error," and then you're like, "Wait, what? That was a hit?"
Yeah, no, a few times. It's just, I mean, I don't know. It's different on hard hit balls. I've had a couple really hard hit balls at guys that are considered hits that I thought were errors, but I mean, obviously they were hit super hard, and it's up to the the scorekeeper's decision too, which is tough. But it's hard, obviously, wanting an error against one of your teammates too. So I'm indifferent about it. It's tough.
Yeah, but you're not indifferent about it last night. Like, let's say you give up a rocket and it's right at shortstop and he kind of zoos it. You definitely want that as an error. Like, you're not a bad team. To me, you're not a bad teammate if you're sitting there going, honestly, like, everybody, like, there's an error. Like, you just you put your gripe in with the league and you get it changed, especially last night.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially with a no hitter. I mean, if I've given up a bunch of hits, I mean, I guess it doesn't totally matter at that point. But with the no hitter, you're probably right.
By the way, humble brag with your old Memorial hat on. Sorry about it.
It's one of my favorite courses.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Obviously, live in Tampa, and I love playing that course.
Yeah, big leaguers. That's
I got the mayor of Orlando next to me, Brady.
He's from kind of Orlando. He's like from Orlando adjacent.
Yeah,
what?
Little
Eustis. I mean, it's kind of like redneck Orlando-y.
Yeah, it's definitely redneck Orlando.
Yeah, see?
How close is it to here?
45 minutes north.
Oh, that's farther than I thought. Okay.
Yeah, it's adjacent.
Where are you guys at?
I'm in Bay Hill.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm downtown.
Brag.
Yeah, it's not Old Memorial, but we try.
I'm downtown.
Brady looks like he's in a Cologne commercial right now.
I wore a T-shirt inside Bay Hill, and that was the biggest against the rules I've ever been a part of.
What happened?
I got kicked out in 2 seconds. I tried to go to dinner. We had a wedding there. One of my buddies had his wedding there, and we tried to go to dinner. And I had a T-shirt on, but I had a golf vest over it with a collar. And they said it has to be a collared shirt, not a vest. And I got kicked out. And I brought one polo, a golf polo that I golfed in the day before that had a collar on it. So I had to go put on a sweaty golf polo to just eat dinner.
You're rich, so you could have bought a new one. Bay Hill would have sold you a new one.
Team store.
I should have got a Bay Hill polo. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, come on, first rounder. I'm sure you weren't going to Florida for free.
How much you keeping in touch with your UF guys? Because you had a million big leaguers on that team.
Yeah, a lot. Coar's obviously playing with Coar. He's one of my best friends, and Indy there. We're all part of the same draft class, so we're obviously in touch. We played India a couple weeks ago, so got to talk to him and see him, and obviously he's doing incredible. But yeah, we keep in touch, and like you said, that class. The 3 years I was there, a lot of big leaguers came out of that school. So just staying in touch and seeing how they're doing. It's fun to watch them and follow them throughout the season.
How many of the guys you keep in touch with from the WBC and the USA team? And then also, I mean, I have to ask this because did that affect your start to your season because you didn't get to pitch on your normal routine getting ready for the season? In the second half, you've been lights out.
Yeah, it's cool just to see the guys that I played with throughout that whole tournament. I mean, obviously a lot of huge names in the game, and got to see Wainwright there the other night when he were there, and got to talk to Mookie when walking out of the locker room a couple weeks ago when we played the Dodgers. But as far as affecting me on the season, it was weird. I mean, obviously I didn't get to throw that much in the WBC, but I was just happy to be there. I was happy to be with those guys and watch kind of what they do and be a part of that massive tournament. I don't know how much it affected me. I guess you could look back on it and say it might have, but not having a normal build up and being able to get my innings in and pitch in spring training was a little tough, and I feel like it's taken me a little bit longer to kind of get in the routine. But as of late, I've pitched a little bit better and gone back to kind of trusting my stuff a little more, and being in the same routine has definitely helped.
Name drop for us. Who are you keeping in touch with from WBC? Who did you have either a really good conversation with there or end up being, good friends with from someone that maybe you like grew up watching or admired?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, obviously I got Bobby in the dugout, so I get to see him every single day. But I think the guy that I just enjoyed being around the most was Wainwright. I mean, just obviously so much experience in the big leagues, and he's one of the best guys I've ever met. He's just a super humble, fun to be around, joking guy, and he was just hearing all his, obviously the vet kind of conversations that he was having, the little tricks and cues that he has when he's pitching was so much fun to be around. So I was just trying to kind of follow him around and listen to what he says.
Brady, we need to get Waino 2 more wins, okay?
Yeah,
so he can retire with 200.
Yeah,
he's having a rough go. You guys beat him up pretty good the other day.
I saw that the other day. I didn't know he was that close to it. So I know he's definitely searching to get those.
Yeah, I mean, come on, you guys. I mean, you guys scored 8 off him in the first inning. I mean,
that's Bobby's fault again. Bobby. Yeah,
should have went to Bobby and said, "Hey, Bobby, man, this dude, come on, like that's not." We don't
Bobby needed another homer apparently, so he hit another homer.
Okay, hey, I got a question for you, real quick. Who am I when I tee off in my own golf tournament?
Oh, that's Whit for sure. I knew you guys were going to bring this up, and that's. I'm grabbing a jersey. I'm grabbing one of my old jerseys, and
You got one of these?
He's wearing it. No, I don't have one of those.
Yeah, there you go.
Make him
basketball team wasn't. Basketball team was struggling when I was there, so.
Man, you missed the glory days.
Yeah, you missed the 06. No
Jeez,
I know,
they
right?
were so freaking good for a little bit.
I wanted to see like a playoff tournament Florida basketball game really bad, but they struggled a little bit, when I was there.
All right, so let's get into this. So Whit's a regular on this show, one of our friends, and he's got a big golf tournament that's going to include many big leaguers and former big leaguers that are competing. It's pretty serious. We've gone over all of it. So A, are you participating? And B, can you enlighten the audience on the friendly wagering that has gone on between you two on Twitter?
Yeah, well, first of all, I don't want Whit to know that I'm mad, but I didn't receive an invite. I didn't get the formal invite. Even though I
didn't get the fancy one?
I feel like I'm one of Whit's good friends, but I asked him to send me the invite list because I wanted to know how many show guys are on this invite list because I want to see who's coming. And my name wasn't on it. And I saw some names on there that I've played golf with before. I feel like I'm better than them. I don't know.
Wow. So wait, so you haven't been officially invited?
No, I'm not on the invite list. I have the invite list, and I'm not on it.
I feel like you are invited, though. Is there
I don't want him to know. I don't want him to know that I'm. I don't want him to know that I'm upset, but I'm upset.
Okay.
Well,
now it's out there.
Don't worry. No one watches or listens to this show.
Wait, next time. So do you guys play the Blue Jays again this year, or are you guys done?
We go to Toronto later in the year.
So first pitch, you stick one in his hip and say, "Where's my invite? I ain't upset, but that was for not inviting me officially."
I wanted to do it to him when he came to Kansas City, but he didn't play.
Oh, he chickened out.
Oh, he ducked you.
Exactly.
He dodged you.
And then he texted me like he was pissed off that he wasn't playing.
Oh, he had singeritis.
Yeah, he did.
Sinker slider. He didn't want to face that.
No, he didn't. I mean, if anything, he was just going to hit a little baby draw to right field and push it. I've seen it a million times.
All right, so then tell us about the wager and what you put out there on Twitter for people that are out of the loop.
Yeah, he I mean, there it is right there. I mean, obviously never going to name my kid Whit, but I told him if, obviously if the, Florida wins the series, he's got to, there it is right there, wear the Gator jersey on the first hole of his golf tournament, his lovely golf tournament that he just randomly, I think it was on my bachelor party that he randomly just thought of this idea. It's actually blown up a little bit. I'm actually excited to watch it and not playing it apparently.
Yeah.
Dude, you're right around the corner. And how good are you?
I mean, I feel like I could go out there and do something. I mean, there's going to be some wild shots, hopefully people not standing around, but I'm going to go. I'm not going to support Whit, but I'm going to go.
Okay, well, we'll be there making fun of everyone and doing interviews and stuff, so you can hang out with us.
I tell you what, if you come into Orlando, get a hold of me. I'll take you to Bay Hill, but you have to wear a collared shirt. Okay?
I'll bring one.
I'm going in a tank top.
Well, they won't let you in.
I'll fight them.
No, you won't.
Lose.
I tried to get pissed. They didn't care. They were
Yeah. No. Yeah, they don't.
Like, do you know who I am?
No, there are times where I want to go to dinner there, and I mean, you know how close it is to my house. I mean, I'm a mile or so from there, and I'm like, I have a T-shirt on. I don't feel like putting on a collared shirt. I'm like, well, guess we're getting takeout.
Literally, as soon as I walked in the door, okay,
Sir.
yeah. But
I got a text from Whit. He said you're in the play-in match. You have to get in the play. You have to qualify for it.
What does that mean?
It means apparently you have to win a match to get in.
Who am I playing?
Tiger Woods. You're playing Tiger Woods in the play-in
exactly.
match.
Exactly. I'm not playing him.
I think he just needs to drill him and send a message.
That's right.
I agree,
dude. I'm against violence, but I'm all for you hitting a guy. It's not
especially
me.
when it's your friend.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, so what else do you like to do for fun? Like if you have an off day during the season, or you've got a week in the off season where things are chill, you don't have to travel or do anything, and you've got the time to yourself. What are you doing?
Well, golf is the biggest thing. I mean, we like to play out on the road. I like to, obviously go out and play different courses and stuff like that. I used to play with Whit until he left. He'd always get us on a good show course on somewhere on the road, but that's usually the main thing is playing golf. I like to fish here and there, and I live in Tampa, so get out on the water and hang out and just be outside. I mean, I think that's my biggest thing: golf and fish and anything outdoors.
And I guess same question. I know you mentioned earlier that you spent a lot of time with Bobby Witt in the WBC, and now you've got him all year here. What's he like? Like, what is he cracking jokes? Is he coming out of his shell a little bit more? Like I felt like I've known him and at least called games and spoken to him since he was probably like, I don't know, 17 in some of those like prospect kind of games. So what's he like now? That he's got a couple years in the show and obviously he's having a really good year.
Yeah, well, he's extremely humble. I mean, it's cool to watch him every night do what he does, and be the superstar that he is, and then just come in and act like kind of just nothing really happened. But he's it's funny because we kind of make fun of him because he's still a kid. I mean, he is legit acts sometimes like a 13-year-old. Yes, the other day he was eating the burger and he was just playing with his food. I'm like, Bob, you're like 23 years old in the show. Just stop playing with your food. He's a little kid, so he's a blast to be around. But like I said, every night it's something new, and he just enjoys playing the game so much. So much fun to watch him play every day and do what he does.
I love playing with my food. I don't understand the big deal. I'm 46 and I still play with my food.
Well, you're a kid though.
True. Hey,
yeah.
Brady, Sully, your guy Sully's in Orlando today, and I texted him. I said, "Hey, I'm sorry you have to spend a certain amount of time with a friend of mine who he's with." And he big leagued me and texted me back, "I'm in a meeting till 4." And I'm like, I know. I text you who you're in the meeting with. And he didn't respond. So it was Sully. That's Kevin O'Sullivan, the Gator coach. Has he ever big leagued you like that?
No, not too much. I saw him the other day. I went to the College World Series and got to see him and see the team and all that. And that was cool to go back there. But no, he's usually good at responding to me. I don't know what he's in a meeting for. I mean, I feel like he's been there for however long. He should have everything figured out by now and be done with the meetings. But no big league. He's usually pretty good on answering me and texting me back.
Speaking of big league, speaking of jinxes and big league jinxes, weren't you and Coer at the championship game, the game 3?
Yes.
So it was your fault they lost.
Yes,
I know. I left in about the 4th. I mean, I drove down there. It's about 3 hours from Kansas City, and I went down there because I had to go see him the championship game, and then it got kind of out of hand, and I left a little bit early. I was pitching the next day too, so I had to get home.
Secretly now, don't lie, there was a little piece of you that was like, hey, we won in 17. Like,
no,
I want to be the only one still.
No,
I mean, come on.
No, it is cool. I'll agree with you there. It is cool that we're the only one to win it. But no, I wanted them to. I really liked watching that team. That was a cool year to sit around and see them play, and they competed like hell every night. So I was excited to see them win, and I don't like LSU, so I was anything to win.
Yeah. You're being honest, but the reason AJ said that is because this is why the White Sox have stunk since 05 because he's working for him and he's cheering against him. So
Exactly.
you guys are good. You guys will always
Yep.
have the White Sox in your division, and AJ
Exactly.
cheering against them and working for him.
Yep, for sure.
Hey, do you wish? So you missed it by whatever 3-4 years. Do you wish that they had all the NIL stuff when you were there? I mean, you could have been like rolling around campus with the Range Rover or whatever.
No, dude, he's from Tavares, dude. He's getting a jacked up truck, dude. I can't see him in a Range Rover.
What's the
I
jacked
don't
up
have one
truck?
of those.
A jacked up truck. You
Like
don't know
what's
what a jacked
I know
up
what a
truck-
jacked up truck. I'm saying like what is it? What's the truck brand? Brady?
I have a GMC 2500 jacked up truck.
There you go.
Yeah.
So do you wish you had a
Full
little NIL action going on when you were back then? I mean, obviously you couldn't do it. Hey, shit went down for years in
Couldn't do
NCAA,
it.
but now you can really get after it. It's like, oh, hey, you want to pay me for a social media post? And really you're just giving me a ton of money?
Yeah. I would have loved for Sully to give me a nice jacked up truck. That would have been awesome. But yeah, I definitely would have loved some cash or anything like that. I don't know what I would have spent it on or did anything with. We were just a bunch of college kids running around. I don't know what we would have done with more money in our pockets, but might have been fun.
The game has changed.
A lot.
I'm learning a lot from AJ, all about it. The game has changed.
You would have been a big hit at the Swamp if you would have.
Yeah, exactly.
If you would have had extra cash.
Oh yeah,
You could have
right.
been like, let's make
Yeah.
shots for everybody.
That would have been a
They
lot of
tore it-
pressure, actually.
They tore it down.
I know. They rebuilt it, but it's not the same.
It would have been a lot of pressure, though.
Sucks.
Because now people kind of know, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll be like, dude, you're the star of LSU. You're rich, right? Like you're at LSU. It's like Paul Skeens and Dylan Cruz. They're like, you're paying for us for every freaking meal.
Livy Dunn?
Well, that's another level. I mean, she's a super influencer or whatever. But even the athletes now, right? Like in the past, you'd be like, nah, dude, I don't have any money. Like I'm on a partial or a scholarship, and that's all I got. Now it's like,
Game's changed.
Game has changed.
Brady,
Yeah,
I got a quick ask. All right. You're a big leaguer right now. You get your name on your jersey all the time. If you go to a sporting event and you see a dude wearing the team that you're watching and his name's on the back, is that kind of wonky? Are you like, you don't need to see a Brzezinski Florida jersey.
Never worn it.
What do
Just
you
have it
think? What do you
hanging.
think about
Do you
that? Don't
have
be
a
manipulated.
Brzezinski?
I've never worn it. I got a lot of them. I've never worn one. I got a lot of them.
You didn't play UF hoops?
I did. I was I was the backup to Joakim Noah
Yeah, sure.
for 2 years.
Brady, what do you think about that?
I mean, I don't know if they want to do it, then sure, more power to them. But I want to see this Brzezinski jersey. Do you have it?
I just showed you basketball.
The basketball one?
Which one do you want? You want football, basketball? I mean,
You have every sport with
we
your
got
name?
basketball. I got a baseball one.
Yeah.
Look at the
You got
back,
a baseball
though.
one too.
Yeah, I got two.
You need the new. Did you see the new black football
I
jerseys?
did. I probably won't be able to get. I probably won't have one of those. Maybe
You already have one?
I have one coming.
Yeah.
I like the black ones. Those
Black
are cool.
ones are nice. Black helmet, all black. They've been crying for them for years. It ain't gonna help them win.
Yeah.
but
They haven't had? It's
They've
new?
never had all black this year.
Are they
November
going to
4th? They're gonna wear them.
Okay, because I was going to say, don't wear them too early in the season.
Yeah, you'll sweat to death.
It
Yeah,
is
I mean,
freaking
Brady.
hot.
Wait, were you there when they wore the alligator ones?
Yeah,
Texas
yeah, it
A&M?
was.
Yeah, I
they
have one of those.
They brought the gator onto the field.
Yeah, I have one, but I have to get up to get it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Eggy sent me a baseball one.
Oh, did he really?
Eggy. Yeah.
Yeah.
They brought
Did he-
an alligator on the field? Is that what you said?
They wore the alligator
Yeah.
print. I showed it to you.
But they brought a real alligator on the
I
field?
know. They lost too
Yeah,
that's
they
weird.
brought a gator onto the field.
Why? Why are they bringing a gator on the field?
because the whole point to the uniform was it looked like alligator scales.
Right. I understand that. Okay, cool.
Why not?
I don't know. It's kind of random.
Wait, what was Brady had a question? I thought.
No, but I was
No.
just saying they did bring the gator on the field. What's funny is there's gators all over that campus. Like, actually, I'm used to them, but I mean, people are just walking around and there's gators and they're walking near them, and I'm just like, I mean, it could kill you. It's not gonna like come out and grab you, but you're getting a little too comfortable with it. But
I'm gonna take Scotty there to Gainesville.
No, this is
And
a
I'm gonna
very
say,
common
hey,
debate.
Go for a swim in Lake Alice, and you guys
Go to
swim
Lake
all the way
Alice.
across.
no gators in it.
No, not one gator. In
Brady, I went to University of Miami. there were gators everywhere on campus. And I was surprised about it. I was like, this seems weird because, you see kids walking around campus super late. They don't even know what their freaking name is because they drank too much. And I'm like, and there was one time I was picking up some food at like the convenience store and I almost stepped on one. And I was like, what are we doing? Like, they're just like lurking in the grass right next to the walkway. Yeah. Like, well, I'm doing my thing.
What's the Paynes? Is it Paynes Prairie right next to the? I think it's like a, I don't know, huge swampland, and there's a walk, like a long grass walkway that me and my wife Tori went to when we were in school, and it's just this like road that you just continue walking down. It's the most gators I've ever seen in my life. It's like every 3 feet there's a massive one sitting on the bank, and they're like right next to you. And all these sorority girls and guys are just walking down this, having a nice like evening walk, and they have no idea that there's just a million gators just right next to them. And I think somebody brought their dog out there one time, and obviously the gator came up and just ate the dog. I mean, it's just, people just have no care in the world.
It's crazy. That's the one thing I don't understand down here, and we don't have time for it. Plus, it's like it's a little bit of a story, but you can look up, you can Google why they do not have gators on campus at UM anymore in Miami. They got rid of them. Not like killed them. They just they cut off entry points for them.
Steroids.
For their safety. There were issues with the students.
There's a lot of things Brady and I would say because I'm sure our feelings on Miami are about equal.
We're
just going to not say anything and just take your word for it.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Correct.
Thanks, guys. All right. Well, thanks, Gators. We'll see you later. Later, Gator. Brady, thanks for joining us for the first time, dude. We'll see you down here for the golf tournament so we can throw stuff at Whit.
Are you guys going?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll be there. We live here.
I'm just gonna follow Whit around, just mess with him the whole entire time, and try to piss him off at his own tournament.
You're gonna play. There's no way you don't play.
We'll have fresh beverage waiting for you, and maybe we'll mic you and Whit up so we can just have you two go.
I need a mic, and I'm walking right next to Whit. I might carry his bag and just hand him all the wrong clubs and screw with him.
He's gonna be like in Happy Gilmore, the guy that follows around Shooter, and he's like, hit it off my foot, Shooter. Play it as it lies.
Exactly. Had to play it off of Frankenstein's fat foot over there.
Yeah.
Brady, we'll see you then, all right? Good luck.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you. It was fun. Appreciate you.